welcome to this session today. So I've got 6 exercises today. We're going to go through them, make sure that we're doing them all correctly. If you've already joined us before, most of you will know the exercises. I'm going to do this session body weight, so we're going to be looking at sort of sets of 15 to 20. Then I'm going to do a session as well with same exercises but with a kettlebell, just to show you how you can sort of add, adapt, change, make things harder, but still using those basic exercises. So it's -2 out today, hence it's cold in the clinic, so I've got my jumper on today. So yeah, we're going to sort of just get ourselves warmed up, and then we're just going to work through it to kind of finish warming us up really. So when we're doing our exercises, we're always thinking form, we're thinking about a good body position, we're thinking about just keeping everything nice and strong through our shoulders, head on top of our spine, core engaged, but make sure that we're not engaged through our diaphragm. Make sure we're not bracing through our diaphragm, because if we use our diaphragm to brace through as part of our core, we very quickly will get breathless. Okay, so we're just going to do some roll downs. So nice and relaxed, we're just going to walk down, hands onto the mat, all the way out into plank, and then just come back up. So we're just going to do 5 of those, just at a nice pace. Give a little stretch out through our posterior chain, back up, that's 2. Coming back up to a nice strong position, down into a nice bridge position. That's 3, lovely stretch down through our back. That's 4. Last one, and 5. And then just we're going to hold it here. Holding that plank, we're going to hold it for 10, 9, 8, back a bit, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're slowly going to lower ourselves down. Just come up into our forearms. Good. Nice stretch out. A little bit of extension into our back. Then we're going to come up, 4-point knee in. Just going to do a couple of cat cows. So just arching through. And then just bring our spine up the other way. Get nice fluid movement through our spine, through our pelvis as well. Good. 3 times more through. Imagine you're like a wave moving through your spine there. Good, and then we're just going to come up into our downward dog. So into that lovely downward dog position, have a little pedal through our feet and our calves. Good, and then we're going to walk our feet towards our hands. We're just going to come up. Lovely, good. And then we're just going to do some side bends. We're going to take that left arm up into the air, just reach over, really opening up through those ribs on that left hand side. And again, we're just going to swap over, take that right arm all the way up and over, really reaching up, opening up through those ribs on that right hand side. Good, come back to centre, clasp our hands, we're going to have a big reach up, right up to the ceiling. Have a good stretch right through that spine. Good, come back to centre. We're just going to take it down into 5 squats, but we're just going to start small. So we're just going to come into a squat there and bring it back up. Each time we're going to go a little bit lower, and on the 5th one, we're just going to finish in that sort of monkey squat position, or yoga squat position, all the way down. Into that nice squat. Oh, I think it's because it's so cold, I just feel really stiff today. Okay, and just give our hips a little move through, just a little bit of rotation side to side. Good, and then just pushing our elbows against the inside of our thighs. Just feel that little bit of heat building on the inside. Our thighs will go for that little stretch. And then just sitting up really nice and tall. Good, really lengthen through that spine there. Nice. Good, and then we're just going to come back onto our bottoms. Okay, just hands behind us. We're just going to drop our knees over to one side. We're just going to take them over to the other side. So a little bit of rotation through hips there. Good. 3, 1, 2, and 1. Good. And then we're just going to slowly come up into standing and just taking our time coming up. Okay, lovely, good. Now, we probably won't be fully warm, but we'll warm as we're just going through our exercises. So we're going to just go down into our basic bridge position, okay? So into our bridge, and we're going to do a sort of runner's bridge rather than a Pilates or a yoga bridge. So when we're doing these, I want you to really think about driving your hips forward. So we're just going to get that lovely drive and slow on the way down, okay? Now, if you've really been working on bridges, you can focus on just doing a single leg bridge. So bring one leg up, just working on that single leg. But we'll do a set just to warm through first. So we're going to do 20, get a nice rhythm going. I really want you to squeeze your bum cheeks, put your hands on your bum cheeks and really feel that they're engaging. Okay, so off we go. We go 1, 2, 3. Don't let your knees drop in. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. And then just do whatever feels comfortable. If you want to just bring your knees in, give them a little bit of a roll through there as well. A little bit of a stretch just through our lower lumbar there. That's quite a nice stretch to do. Bring those knees in. Okay. Come back down. Let's go single leg. So taking our right leg out. We're really going to work through this left leg. Make sure the hips aren't dropping down to one side. Off we go. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 8 more. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good, let's swap straight away into the other leg. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Really drive them up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good, lovely. And we're going to finish off, we'll do double again, because it's quite hard doing the single legs. So we really need to sort of make sure that we can control it well. Okay, so some of the videos I'm going to do in the group, we're going to work in a little bit on core. And core is really important for runners. With a strong core, that gives you that lovely solid base to be able to drive off with your arms and your legs. So core is really important. And core's really important for balance as we get older as well. Okay, so we're going to do 20 really good strong arms, double legs. Off we go. Drive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. Pick yourself up into sitting and just bring your feet together. Just hold on to your toes. I'm just going to have a little rock side to side there. And then we're just going to do some little butterfly wings with our legs. Beautiful. Okay, right, we're going to come up into standing now. I'm going to go really wide into our sumo squat, so I want you to almost as wide as you can. I'm going to go right down, push up, okay? So really nice and controlled. We're going to go sort of 12 to 15 on these. Really bringing in your adductors, which again quite often is just overlooked. We talk about glutes all the time, we talk about calves, but adductors are really important for like pelvic stability when we're running. So we're going to bring our adductors in a little bit, okay? So we are going to squat down, 1, low as we can, 2, don't let our knees fold in, keep everything sort of pushed out, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, really feeling it in hips there, 7, and 8, we'll go for 15, and 9, and 10, and 11, and 12, 13, 14, in fact let's go for 20, 15, 16, reset everything, 17, and 18, and 19, and 20, good, nice, lovely, and then just a little stretch out through our quads, I'm going to do that again. Okay, so wide as we can, again, feet just sort of turn out, try not to let everything roll in, keep the arches of our feet strong. I've got my socks on today because my feet are freezing. Okay, down we go again, really strong through here, don't brace through your diaphragm, make sure you breathe in. Nice ways just to talk to yourself if you're on your own. Okay, and then at least you know you're not breathing through your diaphragm. Okay, so down we go. Woo! 1, really sit into that squat. 2, and 3, and 4. Squeeze on the way up. 5, and squeeze. 6. Draw up through our pelvic floor. 7, and 8, and 9, and 10, and 11. And 12, 8 more, reset everything, 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, 2 more really good ones, 7, and 8, good. I really want you to think about using your big toe and your toes on the floor as well, so we're not getting that real roll in through that arch there. I want you to think about being strong through our feet and ankles. Okay, little rest, have a little shake out of your legs if you need to. Okay, last 20. Okay, so nice, good, strong starting position. And down we go. 1, and 2, and 3. Well done. 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, 9, and 10, and 11, and 12. That's it, good. 8 more. 13, 14, 15. Keep everything controlled here. 16, and 17, and 18. Don't let everything drop in. 19, strong, and 20. Good. Ooh, legs. Little kick out. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of balance work now. So we're going to work on single leg, but we're going to bring a little bit of hip flexor in. Also a little bit of the muscles that support around the hip as well. So we're going to work, start on our left leg, balance, you put your arms wherever you want to. Yeah, sorry, I was just thinking about kettlebells there. And what we're going to do is, we're going to take the opposite leg, we're going to bring it up and across. Okay, and back. So we're working on a single leg. It's a bit like opening and closing the gate, but we're taking the leg across the body. Again, we're working a little bit onto adductors. So wherever you want to put your hands, wherever they feel comfortable, if you put them on your pelvis, again, it gives you a little bit of feedback on what's going on. What I don't want you to do is that. I want this to be stable, okay? So it's all coming from hip, okay? So get that little bit of length through that side as well, but we're not dropping I'm not dropping hip there, I'm just lengthening a little bit, okay? So we're going to do 20 on one side, 20 on the other. So lift up 1 and 2. Working on that single leg as well, 3 and 4 and 5, 6, using our core, and 7 and 8, belly button just drawn in, 9, 10, 10 more, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 5 more, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, last one, and 5. Whew. I'm going to swap legs, do the other side. So I actually feel that really into those hip flexors. Okay, so we're using our hip flexors a little bit differently than we do in running. Okay, so you might feel that just like burning, like that sort of that endurance type fatigue rather than sort of explosive power sort of fatigue. So taking our weight onto our right side, again that single leg balance, lovely strong through that side, 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8 and 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14 and 15, 5 more, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Whew. Good. Okay, just shake everything out. Do that one more time. Okay, so back onto, where were we? Right leg. No, back onto left leg. I'm having to think then. Okay, and again, if you're starting to feel really fatigued, you just drop it down to maybe 12 to 15. Okay, off we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, whoops, lost my balance, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 5 more, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Whew, good stuff. Legs a little shake out. Okay, last 20. Oh, I can really feel that here. Okay, and we're ready. Off we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Focus. 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Do 10 more. So 1, whoops, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Oh yeah. Whew. Okay. Okay, cool, well done. Right, give your hips a little shake out there. Right, we're going to go into our single leg RDL. Again, body weight with these. We're really thinking about our form. So when we're doing it, it's that hip hinge. So all we're doing is hinging on the hips, which we've done when we're doing our good mornings. Okay, and we're just taking our hands down to the floor. So we're going to do, so we're on, let's do 15 one side, 15 on the other. Okay, I'll do some this way. And again, thinking about posture, make sure that you're not bracing through your diaphragm there. Okay, so when you're ready, I'll take the thumb loops out. 1, So I feel really stiff down through that posterior chain today. 2. I didn't do my yoga this morning. Naughty me. 3. So we're using your feet on the ground there. 4. Whoop. Okay, and wobble in. 5. And 6. And 7. 8. Good, well done. 9. Really concentrate. 10. Let's do 5 more. We'll have a little break. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Swap sides. Okay. So again, really focus on this. Think about what you're doing, how you're doing it. Think about that hip hinge. Down we go. Oh God. Oh, I'm so stiff. 2. That's rubbish. 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Well, that was rubbish, Kirsty. Okay. I'm going to swap sides. Okay, really focus. Need to get a little bit more length. I'm really stiff in my heels all down here as well. So it's just making that movement quite difficult. Okay, so focus, think about what I'm doing, really working on form again. We talk about like loading, but actually before you start adding loads of load to stuff, and all running injuries are about load, excessive load, either too much, too fast, repetitive stuff. So before you start loading into lots of exercises or lots of weights, you need to get the movement really good quality. Okay, so off we go again. Ooh, in your own time, go for 15. 1. Oh God. 2. Can't even reach the floor. 3. Oh, it's like the tightest of elastic bands. 5. 6. 7. 8. Oh dear. 9. Okay, really think about using your toes, gripping them. 10. 5 more. 1. And 2. Ooh. 3. And 4. Last 1. 5. Good. Okay, again, really gripping with toes there as well, so they're playing a crucial part in this as well for your balance. Okay, ready? Down we go. 1. Whoop. And 2. 3. 4. 5. And 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. So better this side. 13. 14. And 15. Well done. Let's a little shake out. Oh yes, stiff feet. Okay, right now we did a lot of work with the hip flexors. We're going to just do a little bit of a kind of stretch exercise for these as well. When we're running our hip flexors, we're not really lifting through our hip flexors. What we do is, as we go into extension, our hip goes into hip extension, and we should be able to have a lovely length through those hip flexors. Now think about that as a spring. We get into that position and then it springs back. So actually having lovely long, strong hip flexors is really important because of how most of us sit down, like desks in the evening, often we're stiff. I mean, you can see I'm not great through hip flexion, hip extension. So actually to work into that hip extension is really important. So, so reverse lunges are a nice exercise to do. They're also nice for a little bit of quad strength, but also if you've got sore knees, doing them backwards can be quite a nice way just to take some stress off. So we're just going to alternate. I've done loads of these this morning anyway in the gym. So all we do when we're doing our reverse lunge, we step back, we do it this way, step back into that nice lunge position. Okay, so we step back, we swap. Okay, and again, just thinking about what's going on with the big toe. Don't really push through that big toe. I want you to push up with the leg that's going to be doing the work. Okay, so move back a little bit. So we go down 1, down 2. Again, we're getting a really nice length through those calves. 3 and 4. If you can get your knee all the way down, 5, brilliant. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Beautiful. So let a little shake out. So again, try not to overload through that big toe. Okay. But we'll get a little bit of extension through that big toe. I want you to push up with the leg that is driving, or is taking on most of the work. Okay. So we'll do another 20. So straight from the side. So we step back. We drive with this leg. 1, 2, and 3. So I'm not pushing through that big toe. 4. Push here. 5, and 6, 7. The joints in our toes are quite small. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and fell over, 20. Good stuff. Nice. So again, and if we're running and we're pushing off through that big toe, or we're not supporting that pronation, we can end up loading that big toe, and over time, if you don't sort it out and do something about it, we'll end up with potentially bunions, arthritis in a big toe, just big toe pain. It just makes it really uncomfortable. So don't ignore it. You know, if your body's telling you something, there's a bit of pain, have a think about, well, why am I getting that? And you know, drop me a message. There's things that you can do before it becomes a problem. So really, when you're running, when you're doing these exercises, think about, yeah, actually that hurts a little bit. Why is that? You know, when you've got a tight quad, using a massage gun can really help with a little bit of soft tissue release yourself. So I'll do a little bit on, you know, kind of help self-management of avoiding injuries as well. So that's really important. Now the last one we're going to do, I've added this one in as a little bit of core. But again, I'm going to record this using a kettlebell as well, so I can sort of just show you how you can use your kettlebell. But your Russian twist, again, nice for hip flexors, nice for your core. And a little bit of rotation as well. Often we don't do very much rotation as runners. So when we're doing our Russian twist, again, doesn't matter what level you're at, start where you're comfortable. So we can start with feet on the ground, and when we're doing our Russian twist, we take our hands side to side. If you're a bit more confident, you can lift up and take it there. So we're going to do 20. Again, try not to brace through your diaphragm. Try and breathe through it, okay? And really just get that kind of centered feeling through your sitting bones. So from there, nice and controlled, hands clasped, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 10 more. 1, have a break if you need to. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. I'm just going to do that one more time. Again, if it's too many, just take it down. Start off with sort of 12 to 15. Do this one from the side. Do this way. Okay. So again, really strong position. If you want to cross your feet, you can do. Ideally, keep them straight, but sometimes I feel it's nice. It just feels like you've got a little bit more bracing going on there. Okay, so start on the opposite side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Big twist. 10. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Woo! Brilliant. Cool. And then just come up into a kind of squat position. Oh, again, just so stiff through my feet and heels. Again, just sitting into that position where it feels comfortable. Not that it feels comfortable, but again, just a little bit of movement through feet. Oh, we're just going to come up and standing, so we're going to roll through. I'm just going to take a little step back with that right leg. I'm just going to do a little bit of rolling up through that right heel. So rolling up, stretching back. So not too much of a forceful stretch. 2 more. 1 and 2. And then we're just going to swap over. And again, come up, roll through. Up, roll through. 4 and 5. Good. Come back into standing. Just going to have a little roll down. Fingers to the mat, you can do. Good. And we're going to roll up, and we're going to take our arms all the way up to the ceiling. Big stretch through. A couple of nice big deep breaths in. And out. And again. And out. And then just let your arms drop down. Brilliant. Okay, so we're going to do the same exercises in the next class, but with the kettlebell again, just to show you how you can add the kettlebell in, and just to sort of tweak things a little bit if you're making them a little bit stronger. So yeah, if you've got any questions about the video, just pop me a message in the comments, and I'm